Get ready for a brand new episode of TWAG. This week we'll be learning about influential women during Women's History Month and highlighting the recently created book club on campus. But that's not all. I recently sat down with Zion Banks to discuss more about my journey through school and how it highlights women's history. It's all happening right here. TWAG, you're it.
Taking off on another level. They all on me, one in the scoop. I told them off the record. I'm in the lead, they check for me. I guess they picked the message. Wait, I deliver like trending news, feel like your favorite broadcast. I get the streets talking, just like a correspondent. It's 3, 2, 1, and I'ma go like lights, camera, action. So it be with a passion. I get the beats cracking, all on their feeds. Actual tease, guess I'm the trending topic. Yeah, I got the scoop, 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 I got the, I got the scoop, I got the scoop.
Hello, Governor State. Welcome back to another brand new episode of TWAG. I'm Jalen Woodard.
And I'm Kaylee Doms. Jalen, I'm so sorry. I forgot to wish you a happy Women's History Month last week.
It's okay, because I also forgot.
Is that true? You did.
I did.
And you did.
We got so many stories to get into, so let's get started.
On Monday, March 10th from 12 to 2 p.m., join us in the Hall of Governors for an essential interactive workshop focused on alcohol awareness. As we all know, alcohol consumption can have significant impacts on health. This workshop is a great opportunity to expand your knowledge on the subject, learn the risks, and discover healthier choices. Through fun games and interactive activities, you'll be able to gain valuable insights while also having the chance to win some prizes.
Are you a book lover looking for a community of fellow readers? The Reading Jaguars are hosting an exciting meet and greet event on Wednesday, March 12th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. in class D1496. This is a perfect opportunity to connect with other book enthusiasts, learn more about the club, and discuss the first book of the semester. The event promises a fun and relaxed atmosphere with free pizza, book-themed games, and engaging conversations. Whether you're an avid reader or just looking to get back into the habit, this is a great way to explore the Reading Jaguars have to offer.
Recently, students went to a paint and sip to celebrate Women's History Month in style.
Let's check in with our field reporter, Deja Williamson, for all the exciting news.
Hi, Deja Williamson here with Alice and Reconstructed to celebrate the start of Women's History Month. The creativity is flowing as they kick things off with their paint and sip event. Women's History Month is all about celebrating the achievements and contributions of women in the modern day and throughout the history of the United States.
It is important to celebrate Women's History Month at Governor State and for me because women have impacted all of us in different ways, going from like my mom to like Frida Kahlo, different inspirational people in our lives.
It's because women are so often overlooked in any sort of environment that they're in, whether that be politics, music, art, history, anything of that sort. So celebrating it here at Governor State is something that's practically required at this point. It would just be kind of dumb not to.
What better way to begin celebrations than to gather with friends for painting and enjoying food and drinks? Whether you were skilled in the art of painting or completely new to it, everyone was invited to express their creative sides in a safe space.
I feel like women are more open, so I think in a sense they are more into exploring just maybe outside norms, and I think that's a beautiful thing as well, just because then it introduces more spaces into art and self-expression as well.
What a great way to kick off the celebration of Women's History Month. Thank you to Alice and Reconstructed. I'm Deja Williamson, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Deja. Everyone had a great time getting to paint and catch up with their peers.
Absolutely. This was such a special way to celebrate this month, and everyone really showed out with their amazing artwork. Now let's get back to the news. On Thursday, March 13th from 12 to 2 p.m., join us for a special event celebrating Women's History Month. We'll honor the women who have become important figures in history, highlighting their incredible contributions. Students will have the opportunity to test their knowledge on these historical women and their accomplishments in an interactive and engaging way. It's a great chance to learn more about the remarkable women who have shaped our world.
Jaguars, a multi-factor authentication system, will be used on GovState's accounts on April 7th. The MFA will be enabled when trying to access GovState systems if you are off campus. Students should set up MFA for their GovState accounts, and instructions have been sent by ITS via email. So check your GovState inbox or junk mail for guidance and more information on these new changes.
Coming up, we have The Scoop. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more TWAG. The Gov State men's basketball team made an impressive postseason run in the CCAC tournament. The Jaguars, entering as the 7th seed, pulled off an unforgettable upset in the quarterfinals and battled their way into the championship game. Though their run ended in the championship, this season marked a huge improvement from last year. The Jaguars' journey may have ended, but their success this season sets the stage for an even brighter future. The Lady Jaguars made history by clinching both the CCAC Conference and Tournament championships, earning a spot at Nationals. Under the leadership of head coach Tanisha Mack, who was named CCAC Coach of the Year for the 2nd time in a row, the Jaguars completed an outstanding season. Key players Tabitha Jones, Z. Chevry, Sincere McDaniel, and Denaria Washington earned all conference honors. The Jaguars are now headed to South Dakota for Nationals, where they'll continue their season. For more sports updates and inside scoops on your favorite teams, be on the lookout for my new segment, Jaguar Playbook. Coming up, Zion Banks sits down with special guest Jalen Woodard. More TWAG after the break.
Occupational therapy is a licensed healthcare profession that helps people to be as independent as possible in their daily lives. Students who come to Governor State University for their occupational therapy degree enter a supportive, mentored, high-quality program with diverse faculty who are passionate and highly experienced to produce the next generation of occupational therapists. Jaguars. Jalen Woodard is a social work major and a media minor here at Governor State University. As president of a student organization, a sports broadcaster, and an anchor for This Week at Gov State TWAG, Jalen is a highly recognizable student leader on campus. She was the first student worker at the Governor State Self-Help Legal Clinic, and she serves on 2 committees that drive engagement and historical achievements. The proud mother of 9-year-old Makai, Jalen balances her academic and leadership roles with unwavering dedication to her adorable son. We love Jalen's school spirit and student advocacy, especially during Women's History Month. Welcome, Jalen.
Hi, Zion.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
You are everything on campus.
Thank you.
You're a student leader. You see, you're a broadcaster. You're a mom. You're a non-traditional student.
I am.
Tell me, why is student engagement so important to you?
I just feel like it is important for my son to see that you can totally be engaged in school and still have other things going on outside of school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were telling me earlier that you didn't get the traditional experience.
I did not. So coming straight out of high school, I actually went to cosmetology school. And then I got my instructor's license and actually taught for 5 years. And that kind of led me into Governor State.
Okay. That's why their hair is so fabulous.
It has something to do with it, absolutely.
So you're here studying social work?
I am, with a minor in media. So because of my job at the cosmetology school, I was helping my students find resources, just making them more comfortable, finding ways so that they didn't have to have all these barriers, because cosmetology school is hard. It's 9 to 5 every day.
Right.
Yeah.
So what led you to Governor State specifically?
So my mom is actually an alumni here.
Hey.
She has 2 masters from here, one in education and one in leadership in education. And she is the person that I saw go through this journey as a non-traditional student, because I was the person she had at home.
Right.
She also brought me to classes with her. If she had classes, I was here with her if she didn't have someone to keep me. So I knew that this was a place where I could thrive with my son, and he's not far from here, so it just all aligned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were kind of coming back home to Governor State.
Absolutely.
Which is why you're so comfortable on campus.
That's probably the reason.
Is that a strategy for student engagement?
Actually, it is, because Governor State has been that helping hand to me. So if I'm sitting in the caf doing my homework and people are coming up to me and talking to me and asking different questions or asking me what something is, I have no problem with showing anybody anything. I just like to be that face on campus that people feel like they can come to.
You definitely are. So tell me, speaking of being that face, how did you become one of the faces of TWAG?
So originally, I actually am a sports broadcaster, like you mentioned.
That's right.
Right. So I actually took a class with someone who was actually in this department. And I saw him holding the camera, and then I saw Zamar up on the broadcasting table, and I was like, I wonder what is that? And that was because my son's basketball team got invited here for a game.
Okay.
So I'm watching this happen. I'm like, I go here. Let me go see how I can get into this. And as soon as Mark said as soon as I told Mark I wanted to do it, he threw me in there like the same week. So I was scared at first, but Z made it so comfortable for me, and the whole department did. So from there, Uriah actually asked me. He was like, "Hey, do you want to be an anchor on TWAG?" Something I've never done before, and I just said yes. So from there, it just flourished from there.
Okay, so let's go back and level set. Mark is Mark Kundala.
It is.
Z is
Mark
Zamar.
Tompkins.
And Uriah is?
Berry Hill.
Okay. Just want to make sure that our viewers know who we're talking about, who
Absolutely.
our go-to people are.
Absolutely.
So Gulf State's giving you a lot of opportunities to shine.
Absolutely.
Are there any other people who come to mind when you think about all your successes here on campus?
Absolutely. So when I first got here, I was going through some barriers of my own, and Angela Johnson, who's actually the social worker here at Governor State, she has a program called GSU for You. And she just made sure that I didn't have to go through those barriers. And the same thing I was doing for other people, I got reciprocated. And then she introduced me to Dr. West, who then took me on a Bluff community trip, and who also then introduced me to Jerry L. Davis, who is a social worker. So it was like a line for me to become the social work person. Like, that's who I am, for
That's
real.
who you are. And so what are your long-term career goals for social work?
So for social work, I'm going to be the social worker, obviously. My little brother is actually, he has his master's in psychology, and my mom is a doctorate in education. So I plan to open up my own practice with both of them by my side.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's all in the family.
Absolutely. And then when I bring up, I don't know what my son wants to do initially, but I know that he's going to be in there some type of way.
Okay.
It's going to be leaving that legacy for him.
I love it. So speaking of your son, we were talking earlier about Women's History Month and the relevancy. And part of the theme is educating and inspiring generations.
Absolutely.
So do you feel like Women's History Month is still relevant?
I do, because this is a month to celebrate women who contributed to what it was for. It was to contribute to the U.S. I feel like we contribute to the world at this point, and we're really the people to celebrate. We are. I'm going to be selfish right now because it is our month, because we do so much and we contribute to so many things. I want to continue that legacy. And with all the leadership here, a lot of women in leadership here, it's a steady train.
Well, we have to tell our own stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have to tell our own stories, and so that's what we're doing. So this has been an amazing talk. It's been fun getting to know you, Jalen.
Absolutely.
And I know you're doing double duty today.
I am.
So I'm going to close out before you run back to the desk.
Okay.
With our chant.
Okay.
I'm going to start out, and then you know what to do.
Absolutely.
We are
Gov State.
Great. Now, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Zion. That's a wrap for this week's edition of TWAG. We will not see you next week due to spring break, but still stay connected with us on social media to stay updated. From everyone here in Studio B, I'm Kaylee Dums.
And I'm Jalen Woodard, and you just been twagged.
I'm taking off on another level. They all on me, one in the scoop. I told them off the record. I'm in the lead, they check for me. I guess they picked the message. Wait, I deliver like trending news, feel like your favorite broadcast. I get the streets talking, just like a correspondent. It's 3, 2, 1, and I'ma go like lights, camera, action. So it be with a passion. I get the beats cracking, all on they feeds. Actual tease, guess I'm the trending topic. Yeah, I got the scoop, 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 I got the, I got the scoop, I got the scoop.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the link below to stay up to date with more TWAG news.